Buongiorno. Let me know how my audio is because I am setting this up for the very first time at like 8 a.m. Didn't get to do my usual audio diagnostics, but it seems like facial tracking is working as expected. Buongiorno, buongiorno. I'm here. So, we've got a very... You can hear me. Excellent. Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted to know. Excellent. So, I've got like 3 minutes to give you guys the rundown on what the plan is today, because it's going to be a bit different. As you can see, my little section here kind of takes second stage to what we're here to do, which is honor the legendary ksonONAIR. She's got her 1-year anniversary of her big current Persona debut. It feels weird to call it a 1-year anniversary because even before the current live 2D that she had a Vroid character that she made, Daiko. So she's been, VTubing as Kson for much longer than 1 year. But this is the 1 year of the current character and her like kind of reboot of her identity and stuff. And so she's invited everybody to mirror the stream if you're a fan, as long as you're reacting to it in some constructive way. So to that end, I will be preparing some dough for later tonight. And making a pizza alongside the stream while we all get to watch together. If you want to watch on your own in a higher quality than my, BitCrush free broadcast, type exclamation point kson in the chat. You'll get a link to the stream itself on YouTube, so you can go watch it there in higher quality if you want. In addition, of course, I wish I were collabing with Lua, but she's out of town. I collabed with her last time when Kson did a 3D reveal, which was a lot of fun because Lua knows a lot about game tech and animation specifically. So we were able to shoot the shit about what we thought was really cool and what could use some work on Kson's 3D. And we knew how like the Unreal Engine works and such. But so this time I'm by myself, but fortunately I have the wonderful angel Taishi here to help provide live translations of whatever happens in the stream. So it's not really a solo stream. Obviously, it's a collab with Taishi here. He definitely agreed to this. Yeah. So if you're interested in cooking along at home, baking along at home, the dough recipe is in the top of the screen right here. Usually it's in the bottom, but I had to rearrange everything to make space for the two different streams. So that's the plan, basically. The festivities should kick off in about a minute. I'm happy that I was able to get ready in time to give you the rundown of what's going to happen. I might need to run back and forth. My streaming PC is literally across the house from my kitchen. I use some 80-foot HDMI cables to connect to the camera, and everything else is done over wireless. So, for example, if the live translation thing needs to be scrolled, or I need to do some setting to get it to auto-scroll, I might have to momentarily dip out of the kitchen, or if the stream doesn't play or needs audio addition. You're cooking pasta. Are you making it fresh with like a flour and an egg mound, or you just getting the store-bought stuff and boiling it? Just, I say. I want to get into making my own pasta in 2023. That's a goal. That is absolutely a goal of mine, to get like a pasta press and start doing the fun egg volcano, because that seems like the next evolution of PIZZATSUDAN. Though I don't have a good pasta pun that I can make for a catchy stream hashtag. So we'll see about that. I really want to get into making my own pasta though. It sounds like a lot of fun. Sounds like a good time. The stream, I believe, has gone live. I think. Let me go check to make sure that it updates on here as well. It just refreshed on the PC I'm using. Yep, there we go. Awesome. Cool. So we're really in it now. That means it's about time to get started. I think I always feel like I'm forgetting something, right? Because I set this stuff up like an hour ahead of time, get the kitchen ready, get the camera ready, make sure that I got my audio stuff all working. But I always feel like I'm forgetting something. Usually it's the, like, throw shit at my head program. Sometimes, okay, and here we go. Here we go. Let's get started. I'm very ready. I've got my ksonONAIR badge on my apron, along with Luigi Primo Aron and my pronouns. So I'm very excited. Like, we've got ksonONAIR. I've had this since debut, and now it's finally time. Let's get cracking then, shall we? Let me pull up the audio on my headset so I can actually listen. And we get started. I think this is set to go like an hour. Her last one was about an hour. So my plan is to just make dough and let it rise, but it won't be ready in time for like the same dough being used for a pizza later. Ooh, this is definitely a step up from her 3D. She's got way more post-processing going on. It looks very professionally produced. And the idol outfit's, you know, top-notch. Alright. I'm not familiar with this song, because I don't listen to modern music. But I'm glad that she has the song title in the top corner, because I would not know what it is otherwise. 3.5 cups of flour. 1. 2. Oh, it's this song. Okay, I've heard this chorus. That makes sense. But I really only listen to oldies. I'm such an old man. Damn, she's killing it. Three and a half cups of flour. Bona. Let's see. Do all the dries first, I guess. Sugar, supposed to be like a teaspoon and a half. I usually just eyeball it though. Sugar is very important for getting the yeast to wake up from the refrigerator and to produce air and make things rise. So you gotta not skimp on the sugar. Very important. Yeah, the post-processing on this, like the fog and everything, and it's such a step up from the 3D. She's really, really improved. It's awesome. This is great. Salt, same thing, eyeball it. Teaspoon and a half. Sugar, salt, oil, yeast, flour. Next up, we'll be doing some good old Fleischmann's bread machine instant yeast. You need a teaspoon and a half of this, I think. I can never remember if it's a tablespoon or a teaspoon. I think it's actually. Nope, teaspoon. 1.5 teaspoons. This is a bold choice for opening song, I gotta say. I kind of figured she'd do something Japanese, more in line with the typical idol concert, but, you know, she's always defying expectations. Yeast. Finally, some water. Water's got to be warm, otherwise it will put the yeast to sleep and it won't metabolize properly. So this is a cup and a half of water. Warm water. Not hot, because it'll kill the yeast if it's too hot. Unlike Rihanna or kson here, the masochistic tendencies do not appease the yeast very well. They do not like being abused. You need to treat them right, or they simply won't have it. Let's see, I need to stir this. Let me get my spatula. Well, that was awesome. That was a great opening set. I was very impressed. I might need more water. I feel like I used too much flour. Yeah, I definitely need more water. Is the translation keeping up on? Yeah, okay, she is. Keeping up. Awesome, awesome. Today is her first anniversary stream. She's so right. Alright, so the trick with dough like this is you need to keep adding water until it really congeals, but if it's too runny, you just add more flour. Basically, just keep going back and forth. I love the cut from from her, like, awesome song to her typical BGM. It's very funny. Like a Gakmoe kind of thing. We will enjoy seeing her sing and dance. She's so right. She knows everything. She's so wise. The rarest pizza. It's so early in the morning, Ricky, right? But I had to wake up and show up. The only thing I'm good at. She asked everybody to order their pizza ahead of time, and I can do them. I can do you one better. I can make it. I can teach you how to make it, so you never want to order pizza again. A little bit more water, I think. Is audio from the restream coming through, by the way? I've got it on my phone via a headset, but I can't tell. Oh yeah. I'm not sure how much of this is live versus pre-recorded. There was like a lot of post-processing going on in the first song, which made me think it was pre-recorded, but I have no idea. With a sufficiently strong, render farm or whatever, it could very easily have been live. Audio is good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I totally had to guess with how loud to make her versus me. I assume she's going to shout a lot louder than I'm inclined to. Okay. This is mostly congealing, which means it's time to take the bony hands and put on some rubber gloves, because I'm going to get in there with my hands. Give me a second to find them. Idol. She's an idol, guys. She's doing it. She's living the dream. She's achieving the dream of every young Japanese girl of becoming an idol. She's always saying this, how it's like everybody's dream to be an idol. And she's doing it. She's literally doing it. Ugh. Alright, I found my rubber gloves. Hold on, I'll just be a minute. I always put them somewhere else, like a big dude. What song is this? Okay, so here's one I've definitely never heard before, or wouldn't recognize. Alright, I got my little mitts ready. Oh, is this from Yakuza? Okay, that makes sense. I'm outing myself as a fake fan. Alright, time to put the spoon away and just get in there with my hands. Thank you, spoon, you served us well. Oh, and I forgot the oil! I'm an idiot. I forgot the most important part, the oil. It's supposed to be like a tablespoon? I'm just gonna eyeball it. And hopefully I have enough. How could I forget the oil? What's wrong with me? Fake Italian. I'm really dropping the ball today. Hey, Numa! Welcome. Now that we've got oil, this should go a lot better. It's breakfast and a show. Not sticking together. It is not sticking together, so I think I need some more water. Damn, she's counting. This might be the most creative. I'm glad. This is just what I do on Sundays, so I figured I might as well just do it early. And I mean, her Uchi mark is a pizza, so it couldn't be more fitting. The trick now is just to beat the dough into submission, which I'm sure she would approve of. The yeast does not like S&M like Rihanna, like kson, like we all just heard in the opening song, but the dough requires it. You have to beat this into submission. Yeah, this is like, I mean, I don't want to sound like I am, dismissing the merits of her 3D debut, but she clearly really reviewed it and thought about how to improve. It's like night and day. This is such a professional step up in such a short amount of time. I'm really impressed. She has come a long way in not a long amount of time. Choreography on point, which doesn't surprise me. I mean, she's very talented and athletic. But in terms of like render quality and production, with the technical side of things, it's great. This looks awesome. The post-processing is really crisp. The fog effect and lighting all look really rich and deep. Yeah, it really is. And again, I don't want to sound like I'm being dismissive of the first live, because that was something she put together herself, which is very difficult to do as a one-woman army, even if you have, you know, a small team of managers, or, you know, people to help you. But, this is the power of, I guess, VShojo behind her. And again, this idol outfit really rules. I'm probably waking up my typical two-chef Bong, my usual co-streamer, by smashing this dough into the table as hard as I can. Can I beat this on the beat, though? Probably not synced for you guys, but it's synced for me. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. That's why I was like, this has to have been pre-recorded, but surely it's actually alive. I really don't know. It's very impressive. Like, the amount of post-processing is, like, obscene here. Or I guess I can't call it post-processing if it is live. Well, no, it is. It's post-render processing. Post-processing refers to after the frame is rendered at 60 frames per second, you do stuff to it before the next frame. It doesn't just mean after the whole thing is rendered. So I guess this is still post-processing. But yeah, you're gonna need some hefty hardware. This is definitely not the thing you produce at home in your indie studio. This is the mark of a professional. This is great. Lost a guy there. Alright, so the dough's congealing. We're catching most of the flour. I've got to work really hard to emulate being a bread machine. But that's fine. We've got probably about 50 minutes to an hour to just do this. Yeah, the blur fog volumetric lighting. Yeah. The volumetric lighting is what I was talking about before. It's really rich, I think is the word I would use to describe it. It feels really, like, deep. Let's add a tiny bit more. Try and see if we can catch the last little bits of flour. Shame on Taichi for not live translating the lyrics to these songs as fast as she can spit them. I'll inspect the pixels of photos, determine when in the render cycle they were produced. We're gonna do like carbon dating on pixels, figure out how old they are. Oh, now I've made this too sticky again, is that right? There's no way to win. That's when we get the trusty flour shaker. It's just a constant battle of adding more flour and more water until your dough ends up twice as big. Yeah. I'm assuming you mean her. Yes, her moves are very sick. I believe they qualify as ill, at least from a technical standpoint, perhaps wicked even. Let's get more flour. Yeah, so the goal for beating this is to try and get out any air bubbles and to get, you know, to fully stick together. Once we're good on this, I'm gonna split it into thirds, and I've got these little proofing containers, little silicone proofing containers that I'm gonna split it into, roll it into a ball, put it in here, let it rise. I have some left over from the last time I made pizza, so I'm gonna use that to make pizza today because I do not believe we'll have time to let this fully rise as much as it needs to make pizza in the same sitting. And I want to get to pizza because I've got some good toppings planned today. Festive even. Seasonally appropriate. Oh, it's getting heavy. You can tell how hard I'm smashing this thing. Because it is rocking around the bowl every time. But it's not sticking to my hands, which is good. Need a little bit more flour. But it's completely sealed on the outside. We should be fine. A machine, of course, would be doing this at like 100 RPM, so I can't even come close. Getting there yet? It sure is. So I've been doing PIZZATSUDAN for about a year now. I think I started last December. It was like my big ambition. And I'll be honest. I'll totally be honest here. Kson here is one of my largest motivators towards doing this kind of content. because she really inspired me to just mark the beat of your own drum, I think is the phrase. So I was like, sure, I mean, the old VTuber typically does like a Zatsudan or game stream, but I typically stream programming, so I'm already different. What else do I have that I'm good at that I could do? And the answer is baking, because I do this. This is one of my favorite foods to make. I do this all the time. My dad was a Pizzaiolo, and now I am too. So it's kind of coming full circle. It's not sticking to the bowl anymore. I say that as it sticks to the bowl. Mostly not sticking to the bowl. Well, I've just jinxed it. That's fine. Yeah. I told her in a marshmallow. I guess not to embarrass myself, but when she had marshmallows open, I was like, thanks to you, I've really decided to pursue my dream of hosting a cooking show in my home. You really inspired me that VTubers can do, like, whatever. The medium is total freedom, and the goal is to help other people. Akibaki. Why does it sound like I have a food channel open? I don't know how much I sound like a food channel. I'm just beating the shit out of some food right now. Really getting aggro on its ass. I hope kson would approve. I hope she would approve of the extreme violence I'm perpetuating against this pizza dough. Well, I'm glad you're here. I hope everything is going well over on Micah's channel. And I hope things are going well in the fan server, because I'm not there to moderate right now. Perhaps the one oversight of having me be on the admin team is that I'm not around for big events like this. I assume it's fine though, everybody's really well behaved. The kson fan community is second to none. They're, for the most part, mature adults who behave themselves. So there's very little to actually moderate, which is nice. Usually it's just helping people find stuff, collaborating on projects, like stuff like that. I do feel bad that I haven't been able to like really invest myself in a one-year project. This time last year, like exactly to the day when she had her debut as a live 2D, I was already busy at work for her 1 million subscriber game project, which I tweeted about in November. Yeah, Aki, links are allowed in the chat. If you want to share the Discord link for the kson Gumi fan server, you are good to do that. I can't get to it right now. But it's also a public server, Numa, so if you use the Discord server browser and you search for kson, it should come up, because it is public. That's the one. Thank you, Aki. Ooh, more songs. My favorite aspect of idol attire is the little hat, I have to say. The little hat hairpin is great. The little hat rules. Or like variations of the little hat. It's very good. I have to say, listening to my favorite idol get really amped up is super motivating for beating this dough. Usually I tire out after like 10 minutes of doing it. I feel like I could do this for like a half hour, get this thing really well kneaded, get all the air bubbles out, which will make a much more consistent, nicer dough at the very end. So perhaps my recommendation to you, dear viewer, is when you do your cooking, pop on some idol music. It should enhance the experience quite a lot, as it is doing for me right now. I'm probably going to do this until, what time is it right now? 9:20? 9:25? I got 5 more minutes of beating this dough, I think. And I'm going to shift over to one that I have already made, already risen, so that we can go ahead and make the pizza. Oh, good morning. Good morning, Vaughn. Which aspect of this loud stream woke you up, I have to ask? Was it the rattling of the bowl? Was it me shouting? Stomping around, perhaps? None of the above, and you woke up organically? I kind of doubt that one, because it's only 9 o'clock. But yeah, good morning, Don. Oh, you're so... I should have made breadsticks! That I could use, like, instead of glow sticks. You woke up before... Did I wake you up, though, is the question. That's what I want to know. Is it my fault? Have I deprived you of precious sleep? Well, the important thing is you're awake now, so you can watch this stellar idol performance. I'm good. That's what you think. I appreciate it. I'll accept the compliment. Is the smashing noise, by the way, coming through? Usually I use a headset microphone for this kind of thing, but since we got a new fancy camera, it actually has really good audio capture, which is what I'm using right now, the DSLR. So I'm very curious. It used to not pick up that noise, but I suspect the camera does, unless it's filtering it out with noise suppression. I need to know if the heft of these smashes sounds real good. Awesome. Ooh, this is, I think, almost done. I'm gonna give it 2 more minutes. And then... smashing into the good volume level, that's awesome. I'm glad this feels well produced. Both Kson and I have clearly upped our game for this event. The audio production is better on mine, and her post-processing is just awesome. How's the stream so far? Am I idle? You sure are, Kson. Are you enjoying yourselves? I am, Kson. Yes, boss, yes. Be surprised. Alright, we got our first surprise? Guest, perhaps? I'm wondering how much merchandise she's going to announce and how destitute I'm going to feel at the end of the stream. I'm enjoying it. So the floor reflections are not at full resolution, which might suggest that they're rendering in real time. Holy shit! If true, that's very impressive. Alright, merchandise? Is this merchandise? This looks like merchandise. What am I looking at here? Is this an acrylic stand? I can't tell. I've got the stream actually on rather small resolution on my phone, so I can't tell what I'm looking at here. It's like a stand. So like a stand, like if I'm a stand user, is it like Star Platinum? Yeah, I'm through. I can't afford any more acrylic stands. As cute as this is very cute though. Very cute. But I simply can't do it anymore. I can't buy any more acrylic stands. I'm out of space. I need practical stuff. Like again, my current favorite piece of Kson merch that I've got. Other than I've got a postcard signed by her from the same merch set. Is on my apron here for the grand old Faro Ristorante. My apron's too heavy is the problem. The grand old Faro Ristorante here. Apron, Faro Ristorante. I've got my ksonONAIR debut pin. I think that's what the camera is. Yeah, there we go. This is from her debut set. It's the Pizza America badge, along with other famous Pizziolos. So, I like stuff like that. I like badges, practical merch. VTubers who make cookware, I think, have a leg up on the competition. Stuff like that. I recently bought a birthday thing from a different VTuber who made a laundry basket for their merch. Literally told us to go, you know, wash ourselves. That kind of stuff is great. But I don't have it in me for more just memorabilia. I don't have space. That though, I might still buy it. I don't know. Just put it directly in storage. It's very cute. Make me want pizza too, but it's 10 p.m. Numa, where are you located? Because it wouldn't be... Oh, you're in Japan? I guess that would make you in Japan, yeah. I did not think you were in Japan, or I guess the Asian time zone. The Ina basket, yeah. No, it was the Ina basket. Ooh, a calendar. Now that's practical merch. That I'll buy. You don't have to ask me twice. You do not have to ask me twice. I will buy the calendar. I have like 5 calendars. I have one from Hobonichi, right? I think that's the name of the company. The one by Aitoi, who made, Earthbound and Mother. I've got the big calendar from them. I have a couple other ones that are from different artists. I have a Gundam themed one. So I'll just keep buying calendars. That's fine. That's easy. That's an easy sell. Hobonichi. Yeah, the calendar is like an easy buy. That's exactly what I was talking about. Acrylic merch, or acrylic stands, little things that you just put on a desk. Nice, but you can only get so many. A calendar serves its purpose, it's beautiful, lasts you a whole year, practical, excellent merch, easy sell. That I like, that's really good merch. And I can't think of too many other streamers who I've seen who've made a calendar as a piece of merch, but that seems like an obvious sell. I agree, Aron should make a pizza cutter. Little west of Japan. Gotcha. Sorry, not asking you to, reveal your location. I was just surprised because I did not think you were over there, given that my conversations with you have been exclusively in English. But that shouldn't really play into it. English is a very common language. I hate acrylic stands. I can't stop buying them. Yeah, that's pretty much accurate. I think this dough is good. This looks good. This looks happy. So I'm gonna put this to the side, I guess. I'm gonna go preheat my oven. Important step when making pizza is to have the oven hot. I use a brick oven, and it is going to be preheated to 535 degrees. Give me one moment. Enjoy the song while I'm not here. I've got my stone. This is what I use to make pizza. It's blackened through decades of use. Yes, the char definitely adds to the flavor. My big beef with wood-fired pizza is the charcoal taste is kind of off-putting, but the right amount of charcoal is good. And that's the trick. You have to figure out how much you want. Where's my tool for this? Hold on. I have a very cool tool. This guy right here, a weapon, if you will, that I can use to clean the stone. I just cleaned it recently, though. I should have saved it for the stream. Yeah, the ASMR of me scratching ceramic with a metal scraper, with kson singing her heart out here with an excellent song. Seems like a natural pairing like cheese and wine, but I already cleaned it. All right, so we've got that all set. Let me get my peel. Peel is ready. I want to flour it up. Your dough sticking to the peel is basically game over. Hey all, good morning. Kson, question mark. What's the question? I'm not sure what the point of confusion is. Yes, that is in fact Kson. ksonONAIR, the legend herself. 1 year ago today, she debuted her current iteration of Live 2D. Yeah, it's an idol outfit, because it's an idol concert. She's an idol. She's done it. She's become an idol. It only took 1 year, and she is an idol now. Yeah, she's definitely been practicing. She's put in the work. It's awesome. It's great to see people grow. It's inspiring even. Sorry, my apron came undone. I'm trying to tie it. I'm struggling. There we go. Alright, so I've got some dough from the last time I made pizza that I'm bringing out because I don't have time to let this rise, I don't think. Again, I have no idea how long this live is going to go. It's at the half-hour mark now, so maybe it's going to go really long. Her initial one, her 3D debut, was only an hour. I wish constant streams had a 144 uploads. Kara's Do UMV had the... Oh, so good. I see. 1440. I see. Yeah, that's one thing I like about Twitch is the bitrate limit is very, very high. So it comes out perfectly from our little proofing container. This might be longer, you're right. Well, either way, if that's the case, I'll let this rise and then I can make some more pizza. But for now, I'm just going to use the dough that I've already... Oh, yes! Initial D! This is a song I know. I have the entire Initial D soundtrack on box set in my car. I bought them at a convention one time, and I used it to drive the 10 hours back home. I have all Initial D songs on CD in my car. It's like a 5-disc box set. I love this song. Alright. And she's done this at karaoke before too, so this is not a surprising song, but I'm always happy to hear it. Yes, so the convention I bought the CDs at was 10 hours from where I needed to go back home to, so I just popped them on and was able to marathon the entire trip in one sitting. They kept me going, even as my passengers fell asleep. This dough that I'd already prepared is very, very pliable. It's doing a great job of just cooperating. Usually they're not so cooperative when I make them on air. This is like almost round, which is impressive. The Hinoa team version, I don't know what the differences are. I just know the one that's on my CD, which is approximately this one with a male vocalist. I'm not particular, despite being a big VTuber fan, I'm not actually very knowledgeable about idol culture, or like idol units, or J-pop at all. So you'll have to forgive me when I ask obvious questions like this. I mostly just think it's neat to see people express themselves, like their true selves. That's what I like about VTubing. Not so, the idol aspect's very cool, but it's not what I'm necessarily here for, you know? If that's how people want to, you know, express themselves though, I'm all for it. The gluten development in this one is awesome, though it is very small. It's the size of my hand. Because this was 1/4 of a dough that was this size. We cut it into quarters. So we made very small little baby pizzas. That's fine. I'll have plenty more when the other dough finishes rising. Usually this takes about 90 minutes, or in the case of this one, 3 days. Yeah, it's great to have, but not necessary. That's a great analogy, Resius. Exactly, it's like a pizza topping. Great to have, but not necessary. But yeah, my point is, she'll be singing like lots of classic idol songs, or you know, songs that are in the J-pop canon, and I just won't know because I am a dumb American dog, and I don't pay too close attention to that kind of thing. I think this is pretty much as stretched as I want it. If I go too much thinner, I'm worried it's going to tear. I just have to tolerate it being really small. Oh, I got a rumbly in my tumbly. Is it still... Yeah, okay, cool. It still slides on the peel. Press open a flower. Always got to do the slide check to make sure that you'll be able to slide it into the stone when you're done. Because if it sticks to the peel, when you try and slide it off, it's just going to roll in on itself and it's going to destroy all of the toppings, and you're going to have a bad time. That was awesome. I love Night of Fire. Great song. But now I'm very curious how long this live is planned to be. I'm gonna look like an idiot if I make a pizza halfway through and I'm like done with my gimmick, my bit here. I have to imagine folks are gonna appear either live or with like a pre-recorded message. I cannot imagine that she'd have an event like this and her newfound team is like not gonna participate. I have to imagine. What does this mean, Taishi? Naman Sensei, this outfit is a big nut. There's something I forgot to tell you guys. You can buy everything now. Hope you go grab them. Well, I hope they're still in stock when she's done, because I won't be able to buy these, and I'm not trusting Geek Jack, so it's gotta be with my booth account. Yeah, I mean, that's usually what I do. It's the typical PIZZATSUDAN flow is I'll make the dough, we talk while it's rising, usually like 90 minutes. Back in the day, I used to play a video game while it was happening, but it was just too many moving pieces. Now I just do the straight-up Zatsudan part, and then I do the taste test at the very end. Typically, viewers submit topping ideas, and I think Fuba has one in the pipe, but I've got my own stuff today for the occasion. We'll have to wait till next time when there's no other festivity going on. This is definitely stretched out enough. The gluten development is immaculate. Alright, so, classic pizza spread, the old tomato sauce. This one is Fra Diavolo, so it's a little spicy, like our boss here. This is good old Fiorella's Fra Diavolo sauce, which means of the devil. So it's a little spicy. When you're making pizza, gotta make sure you get the sauce pretty much all the way to the edge. The crust is gonna rise a ton when it, is in the oven. So even if it looks like the tiniest little handle, it will become much larger when you actually, finish baking. So get right to the edge, and you also don't want to swamp it. If you can't see the dough through the sauce, it means there's too much. The moisture will become too much for the dough and it won't cook properly. It won't become crispy. So you only want like a thin spread, but you want it to be very spread out. That's my pizza advice. Alright. Oops. My headset keeps getting caught on the knobs in my kitchen. They'll keep seeing me throw my head around like a wild animal. Alright, we got some cheese. Another thing I want to learn, in addition to making my own pasta, is making mozzarella at home. Even if it's really difficult and comes out really bad, I want to do it once in my life. Original song! Holy smokes! Never thought I'd see the day. Original song! Let's go, Chef's Kiss. Oh yes, that's awesome. I have no commentary to provide over this. It's too good. I just want to listen. That rules. Buono, buono, buono. So I'm trying to decorate this with a K. I don't know how well that reads with the... And here we go, here are the pre-recorded messages. Does this read? Does this look like a legible letter? Oh! It's real! I did not think this would happen. I thought corporate politics between VShojo and cover would get in the way. Just kind of sitting here slack-jawed.
I am not really here right now.
This guy I don't care for.
I'm busy. I am not with my computer. I set up this rig specifically because I wanted to tell you, you are a true homie and a true friend, and I am so proud. Oh my god, you absolute legend. Congratulations on a 1-year anniversary as kson. I am nothing but proud and nothing but honored to be a friend of yours, and I'm extremely grateful for how cool of a homie you've been for the longest of time. I don't want to take up too much time from your presentation thing. I don't know what's going on. Had to set up this rig to say, yo, on to year 2. It's only going to be bigger and better. Looking forward to future things. Keep killing it, homie.
Thank you,
Wonderful
homie.
evening.
Ah, Corin, the first friend. Friend number 1 when she opened marshmallows for friend applications. To meet new people. Corin was lucky number 1. So happy for her.
kson, happy anniversary, motherfucker! I can't believe it's been another year. The time is passing by so quickly, but what a milestone to celebrate, and I am so proud of you. I can't wait to see all the surprises and all the hard work that you have put together to plan for your special day. It's gonna go absolutely amazing, and I'm so excited to celebrate it with you. And I look forward to spending another year, more years to come, where my hands are on your booba and you're just digging a hole in my ass. I look forward to it every single time.
Yes, quite.
I love you very much. I'm very proud.
This is how friends talk to each other. Yes. This makes sense. This checks out. Himono! Very good. I cannot believe how... I learned recently that Himono has 50 layers for just her hair. This is a cool piece of Himono Sensei trivia. I do not know how this woman's brain can, like, process the complexity of a live 2D rig that she produces. She's very cool.
ケイソンという人物はすごい憧れの人だったんですよ。同じね、ニコニコのゲーム実況出身でずっと尊敬してたので、なんかこうやっておめでとうメッセージ
Yeah, she's completely cracked, like literally the best in the business.
でもね、関わってみたらすごい話しやすくて楽しくて面白くて。
And her model was able to do like a greater than 180-degree turn, I believe. Best in the business. If you're looking to learn rigging, her tutorials are absolutely where I'd go. She's a super genius. And for those who may not be aware, she provided kson with her live duty. Kson paid her like a year's salary to get a rush order on it, and it still took a very long time, but the results are second to none.
なんかネタに走った方がいいですかね。実はですね、この手付け外し可能です。
What's happening here? Oh.
これ1周年記念プレゼントで村長にもあげるのでよかったら使ってください。
Yeah, exactly, Violet, exactly.
ライブ釣り担当の乾物紐でした。本当に1周年おめでとうございます。バイバーイ。
That totally changed meeting you. Yeah, Mono's married now. And Lito here shares a illustrator, Yaman, with kson, which makes them sisters in the way that people talk about VTubers. Because they share a father. The VTuber family tree. Try not to think about it too much, because it doesn't hold up to scrutiny. Anyway, I'll pop this guy in the oven as soon as these messages are done. I don't want to interrupt or nothing. Nice to meet you, sister. Pikami! Yeah, Pikami has gone through quite an evolution of character design. I guess she's some sort of creature now. More than she was before. She used to be a thunder-type gamer monster. And I guess she's still a monster. I definitely agree with the original being very unique, but hey, it's what she wants, how she wants to portray herself. It's all up to her. That's the beauty of the medium. Kawaii monster, yeah.
Thank you so much for everything you did.
Moe and Star, yes. So true, Pikami. She sure knows how to call him.
VTuber としても友人としてもね、そうちゃんのことを尊敬しているし、良き友人でいられるのがすごく嬉しいです。あと父もでけえしな。そうなんだよ。ピカを含めて、そうちゃんのこともみんな大好きです。Again, congratulations, Socho, and I hope you're going to have a wonderful day with everybody today. また遊ぼうね、ソチョ。今日は素敵な日にしてくださ
We're
い。
close to an hour here, so I guess this is gonna go long. Unless these are at the end of the things in the set. Thank you for the translation, Taishi. Everyone loves you, and your boobs are huge. These two things go hand in hand, as they say. Not the end yet. It does say that in the corner. Well, I guess I will interrupt. This is all really heartfelt, but I've got one more surprise of my own here, because this is what's going on this pizza. It only seems right. Yeah, the new DMJ model, it's great. He's like a Terminator. It only seems right and proper to put these on. Oh, this guy. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. How it's meant to be. Happy anniversary, kson. This one's for you.
これきっと24時間ぐらい作り続けてんだなと。本当はですね、どうせなら私のプラモデルが作れできるようにファミヤマ
So I got pepperoni, oregano, parmesan, mozzarella, and now I'm going to put some pineapple chunks on here. These two made great friends really quickly. Happy to see it. Alright, I gotta take a photo of this, the before and the after.
ごいよ。すごいよ。
だってケイソのためにやってるんだよ。
Alright, before, and let's get this bad boy in the oven.
ケンソン、総長、1周年おめでとう。声が合ってないよ。Thank you.
Chiho here is a very long-time friend of Kson. They go back, like, pre-VTubing. And back when Kson was just starting out, and she made her original 3D model in Koketsu, I think is how you pronounce the name of the app. It was like a dating sim game, but you could make 3D models and export them. Kson designed Chiho's original 3D model as well, along with her own, which is very fun. And as the name suggests, Chiho's like a competitive level World of Warships player, which is very cool. And she's here on Twitch, is where she streams.
フレンズとかいろんな人と出会わせてくれた総長にはとっても感謝しております。奪われたね。早かったなという印象ですけども、これからもフレンズとして一緒に。
Alright, chat, remind me to look at the pizza in the oven in about 8 minutes, because otherwise I'll be too enraptured by reading live translation and such. Lest we burn it, that would be tragic. Tomar. The gang is all here. Good morning, Claire. We're like, I think, maybe halfway through. I thought this live was going to be an hour, based on how long her 3D debut was. But we're at the hour mark now, and we're just getting to the messages from friends. So I assume this is the halfway. We made some dough. I just put a pizza in the oven. That'll, pop out in a little bit. And if time allows, I might make a second one if this finishes rising. It's already increased in size since we started. It's quite good. I feel bad, I'm not like providing a ton of insightful commentary. I'm not a React guy, that's not really what I do, but I felt like I had to do something. I had to show up. She told everybody to order a pizza ahead of time, so I gotta do one better, I wonder how many of these there are gonna be. And so, I ping here, Mona. She became friends with Kson because she did a React stream like this for the 3D debut, and it was so high energy that when Kson was reviewing them, she like reached out immediately and was like, "Alright, you've got what it takes." So it was shit like this kind of thing. This is truly a heartfelt message. This is, what, a Madonna song, right? This is like a virgin? I think? Yeah, okay. This is so surreal. Big fan. She's back. For more, one more. Encore.
世話になっております。このVTuberの
Now,
朝倉この葉です。
this girl,
この度は活動1周年おめでとうございます。ゲームしてない。
this girl had her career saved by kson. She lost her streaming PC in either a flood or a quake, I think. And she tweeted about it, and kson reached out and provided her with a streaming PC that she was no longer using. So Once again, kson just improving the overall atmosphere and quality of the VTubing scene.
Speak Japanese, so be mindful, alright? kson 総長、こんにちは、ハンスです。ちゃんと元気にしてきましたか？私はインドネシアを代表して1周年おめでとうと言われたいです。それといつも VTuber のコミュニティに肯定的な雰囲気を与え、私がとても尊敬しているkson 総長になり続けてくれることをお願いします。また面白い企画で一緒に動画が作れたらいいなと思ってます。もう一度1周年おめでとうございます。絶対お会いしましょうね。Did I say it right?
Yes.
Best wishes, kson.
Happy anniversary, my lady kson, and thank you very much for letting me work on your law video. It was a pleasure and a privilege to get to work with you. You are a legendary streamer, and it is such a deep honor to get to associate with you. Yes, woof woof. Thank you very much for being my friend, and thank you again many times for getting to do your law video. It was such a fun project to produce on. Thank you very much. Woof woof woof. Happy anniversary, my lady kson, and I wish you only the best moving forward. Yes. Woof.
総長1周年おめでとうございますコンビニにない
Is this the girl who did the like 16-hour cicada stream?
ことのように覚えています
Is that this one?
うんこ座りができる
I don't know.
本当にもうそう
If you're not familiar, there is a stream out there somewhere of a
でもいつかうんこ
fairy-looking VTuber who just made cicada noises for like 16 hours straight. And that's probably the peak of the medium. I don't think we'll ever actually get there again. But it's nice to try. I don't know if it's her though.
Hi! Happy anniversary!
That's my
You're
hope.
fucking amazing. You're cool. I look up to you a lot on your streams, and it was a pleasure meeting you. Honestly, a dream come true. Which is all the fucking sappy shit out of the way. Other than that, I hope you have a great day. And you suck at Gundam.
Oh my gosh, shut up.
Try to beat me next time, huh, punk?
So true.
Hear me?
Who doesn't though?
That's it for me. Goodbye.
Hey kson.
RPR.
Happy anniversary. Hope you have a great all day, and I know you're gonna own it and kill it no matter what you do. Always know that you're.
I just took a look at the pizza in the oven. The crust is very puffy. I did not do a sufficient job of flattening it, I suppose.
I wanna make sure.
But it should be very good to eat. Just I should have rolling pinned it, I guess, against my better judgment.
And you're the best, and you keep owning, and you're a superhero.
Keep owning, so true.
We all look up to you. Yeah. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
ママやアビオこんにちはケイちゃんなの
And now we get to the VShojo gang, I suppose.
そう聞いて動画を撮ってますありがとうおめでとう1年 Thank you おめでたい
Yeah, exactly. One, it's impossible to know everyone. And two, a lot of these folks came from when kson was just starting out with her current persona, where she literally asked people to reach out to her and basically took an anonymous like forum submission to like reach out to people, like a dating app. So like a lot of the people earlier that you are not corporate and are in fact indies, she met through that way. And some of the corporate ones too, like DMJ and Pikami she met that way. But Corin, for example. There we go. Yes, it's VShojo time.
Man, even though it's been 4 months since we were both on stage and we announced you and Nazuna as part of VShojo, back with VShojo Next.
Been 4 months already, hot dog. Feels like yesterday.
Still feels good, you know. It still hits me like in a really cool way to be able to say like, oh, I work for kson. I everything that I do here is towards the talent. I really love that you are an exemplar example of like being truly talent first for our
Not just an example, an exemplar example.
boundaries just traditionally. And to be
No, I don't believe kson does not have any roommates. She lives by herself.
But Yeah, no, it's it's always something I always wanted to keep, even after Twitch for me.
Yeah, I also, even like as a avid kson watcher, I only recognize like 2/3 of these people. She's very prolific, makes a lot of friends, very gregarious, which is one of the strongest things about her. Alright, I'm gonna go get the pizza out of the oven now.
This is what it means to be a streamer. Like, I feel like having you as someone I can work with is, yeah, really just solidified like.
Check it out. It almost looks like a pizza. The crust is very puffy, but it works.
I want to make your face in Minecraft.
It's incredible seeing you be you, and be in a position to support that as best I can is super validating and important to me. And yeah, I guess I'm here to ask you to keep showing your passion. And
thank you.
Okay.
You have fun too.
I thought he just liked turtlenecks. Like, no shade to turtlenecks.
Thank you so much, Kson. I'm really excited to see how the future goes for all of us here.
Alright, we got our pizza.
Yeah, have a good one.
The K is completely no longer visible. Crust is very puffy, but it's a personal pizza. It will be very, very good to eat. Got the right amount of browning on the top. The pepperoni is like nice and crispy. Is that the end of the live? I guess it must be. We're doing credits? Okay. I feel like there's going to be an encore, but we are exactly at 10 o'clock, so maybe that's it. In which case, perfect timing. I've made my pizza. We have the dough. It's getting bigger by the minute. This will be tonight's dinner, probably, or maybe next week. Yeah, exactly. There are usually never credits, so this is really cool. I mean, another great thing about kson is how dedicated she is to, like, honoring the work of her fans, and I guess that extends now that she has a team. Her team. Like, she'll never let a fan go uncredited for work they do. Yo, Rio did the sound direction! Yo! And Seal, okay. Okay, this makes sense. Very happy for them. These are names I recognize. These are fans in the Japanese community. Rio and Seal are, like, amazing, talented musicians. And me! She's thanking... That one's for me, guys. I'm being thanked. Cool. That was awesome. I guess that was an hour. It felt kind of like a little abrupt. He meant you. Well, honestly, Denshi, if it weren't for you, there'd be no VTube studio, and she probably wouldn't be able to use Live 2D. Okay, it ain't over yet. Okay. Okay. Here we go.
Oh my god, this is my first.
But yeah, Denshi, honestly, everybody's in your debt. Right now, she's using the 3D thing, but she does 2D all day, so we are all in your debt, Denshi.
My anniversary live. Do I look good? I hope so.
Alright, I gotta get a picture of this and then I'll cut it. Let you know how it tastes.
So, my VShojo girls, my homies are waiting.
Happy anniversary. Heck yeah. Congratulations.
The homies. They're here. Pizza emoji. It's here.
Yeah, free pizza.
I like Iron Mouse like T-posing. That's fun. VR chat's so funny to look at.
Pizza.
Alright, let's dig in. This one's super fluffy, which is how I personally like it. But you can just flatten it more if you want it to be crispier.
Doing so
Touch my boobies.
proud of you.
Everyone line up! Everyone line up! Line up for a booby touch! Booby!
Wow, this took a different turn.
Together. Oh,
So the weapon I have here is like a curved sword. Use it to rock back and forth to get a nice cut.
You look so cute and sweet and innocent.
These are going to be tiny little slices because this is a tiny little dough for a personal pizza. I'm going to cut it into 8. Still going to do it. So I got to split it evenly between Bon and I, because this is her breakfast too. Pineapple pizza. Now these are perfect little slices of pizza. This is perfect. Well, I'm going to take another photo actually. I got to tweet this later. It's all about content, right? Oh, it's actually translating to Japanese now. I didn't even realize. He's so cracked. He's so talented. He's translating the things these girls are saying into Japanese.
Mousy. My hands are broken.
Then I'll touch yours. Is that okay?
Oh, yes, I'm honored. To be touched by the great kson is an honor. Oh.
So true, Mousy. So true.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy we're together in VShojo.
Alright.
Thank you so much. I'm proud too. Aww.
Cheers. This is like the perfect little slice of pizza. Very fluffy, kind of, not quite deep dish, but it's not like super flat either. This is how I like it personally. It's not New York style, which is what I was raised with, but it's skeleton style, I suppose. Perfect little slice. Molto bene.
Yes, it is.
Pineapple, perfect in the morning, nice and sweet. It's like having yogurt with fruit or something like that, nice and sweet. Breakfast tea. Absolutely the right choice. And the Fra Diablo sauce, the sauce of the devil here. Nice and spicy, nice little kick. They balance each other very well.
I'm really glad that you're in VShojo.
Oh, you look my outfit.
Yes.
Now, Kami, I have made a breakfast pizza on this stream before, like 3 or 4 PIZZATSUDANs ago. I had, I used cheddar cheese. I put hard-boiled egg, like mashed up, on top of it, and sausage. That was a breakfast pizza. That was actually pretty good. And I used, like a cream sauce instead of tomato. That was good.
Oh my god, that's a giggle!
Hi.
Hello? Hello?
Hello there.
Wow.
I'm so proud of you. We all are.
You're so horny. Thank you so much.
I got nothing to say here other than that watching people in VR chat's very funny. How stiff they are.
Heck yeah.
I'm a lot better now.
Heck yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations.
You've worked very hard.
Oh, thank
Perfect
you so
little slice.
much.
We have all seen how hard you've been working,
Oh, Zen.
and we are so proud of you.
Oh my god,
And
I'm
we
too
could not
happy.
be
I'm
more
dead.
happy to have you with us.
He had too much milk.
Did not expect that.
You are sorry. That's green milk.
Is she gonna be okay?
Cats cannot drink milk when they're not kids.
She left. Oh
Lactose intolerant.
I didn't do
Thank
it.
you so much, Zen.
Actually, cats can drink milk when you're not born.
Oh, thank you.
That's
Good. I love you, Zen.
Congratulations. We love you.
Oh, thank you. I want to be
Yeah,
on
it's good.
stage with you.
VR chat's a net positive on the world. In the same way that VTubing lets you, present yourself as you want to be presented. VR chat is like that, but even more accessible in a lot of ways. Certainly more affordable. Unless you're commissioning, a custom model. But there's a lot of stuff out there for free, or cheap, which is quite good. Definitely, I think, like, this is the future of online communication, is this kind of stuff. Let you be who you want to be, not necessarily who you are. So, now I feel like I shouldn't be looking at this. This feels like maybe I should, turn my head, or this isn't something I'm supposed to be seeing.
Yeah, we play games together.
Wow, now his hair really is going apeshit, huh?
We all can play games.
What's going on with your wiggly hair?
It feels like too personal, like, okay. Sorry, I should leave, I shouldn't be here.
You're so cute.
Yeah, you're still cute.
Whoa, it's also really demon.
Yeah.
Man, her hair is really going for it, though.
And eat it.
Don't tear it off. My whole body will fall apart.
Yeah.
Strawberry flavor. Yeah, it's like
Unfortunately, despite me having, like, a real workhorse of a PC, VR chat still runs like absolute horseshit on my machine, so I don't partake in it very often. But also, the couple of times that I need like social validation, I'll just do what I'm doing now. So I'm sated on that front. But I definitely think VR chat's a very positive force on the world. It's
murder all of us.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just the nature of how custom content is typically not optimized in this, because it's just like shoving a bunch of things that people import together, and it's not optimized the same way like a normal game would be. So you have like, oh yeah, well, I myself as a creator am making this 10,000 polygon pizza that I want to share with everybody, and now we've got 4 dozen of them in this restaurant scene, and also we're taking somebody else who worked independently, and they made these really good booths to sit at, and those are each, you know, 1,000,000 polygons, and we don't think about how they fit together, you just kind of hope it all works. That's cool. Yeah, I'm talking mostly about like worlds and props, not just the character models themselves, because they're just like, you know, mishmashes of things that other people have made, and they haven't really coordinated to optimize it, so it just doesn't run great. But I haven't tried too hard, because again, this is not the kind of social experience I'm usually seeking.
I wonder, can I die?
So now I wonder how long this is going to go for. Bon, if you're still listening, by the way, or if you can hear me from across the house, if you would like to come get your pizza, now is the time. It's hot and ready. I'm gonna turn off the oven, I guess, also. I don't think I'll have time to make a second pizza. I can't imagine, because this can't possibly go for another hour.
How you do it? Okay, I will do that.
I mean, Aki, I've been watching her for over a year now, right? Like, this is nothing new. This is nothing out of the ordinary to you or I. This is just how it goes.
Is it on YouTube? Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Sous Chef Bon, hello. Bon has arrived. Would you like a slice?
I'm having
Take
so
your pick.
much fun. Everyone's congratulating me. I am so happy. Thank you. Thank you.
And this little one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I woke up.
Hmm?
I woke up.
You haven't woke up? Cool.
Yeah, Mel just died, so I'm just.
Bye, Bon.
My friend.
Good, cool. Yeah, Bon.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Blair says they love you.
I love you too, Blair. You got picked up.
I have no idea. I would assume so. The mic on this is pretty good. Alright, you're getting some hearts in the chat, so I think it did come through.
Yay!
Oh, okay. That's it. I guess that's it. We're over. It's done. End of stream. That was kind of abrupt. But that's fine. Alright, cool. Well, I mean, that's going to do it for me, I guess. I have no further content to make. I'm going to let this dough rise. As you can see, it's almost like 50% larger than when we, started. So it's going to get quite big. If you've made one of these at home, my advice is to let it rise for at least 90 minutes. If you can do the whole day, even better. The gluten development will only improve. You want to put it in like a nice airtight container when you let it go overnight, like one of these little proofing jars, or anything with like a shrink wrap, or a cling wrap rather, over it would be good as well. Make sure you oil the container it's in so that it doesn't stick. And that's pretty much my pizza dough advice. I have no further content planned. I was just here to watch the live. Ooh, it's auto-playing another kson stream, which I probably don't have permission to watch. Let me go stop it. All right, yeah. I paused it. Yeah. So that's gonna do it for me. I don't have a ton more to talk about. Pizza came out pretty good. I'm happy with it. If you ever feel inclined, the recipe to make your own is the offline image on my Twitch page here, or you can find it on my Twitter if you search the PIZZATSUDAN hashtag. I do this typically every other Sunday-ish. I try and do it at least once a month. I actually got 2 in this month, which is quite cool. And you can find me here. I'm on Twitter at FomTaro. It should be in the links below if you're interested. I upload my VODs to YouTube regularly as well, if you are interested in that. And yeah, I usually stream Saturdays, Sundays. Saturdays are almost always programming. I do a lot of technical development stuff for VTubers. I make plugins for VTube Studio and other things that are just generally very useful. Sometimes I do like game projects. I made that's right, like I was saying at the top of the stream, 1 year ago to the day today, I was scrambling to get the 1 million subscriber project game for kson all set to go. And that was fun. I got to collaborate with a lot of people who did not speak the same language as me. I was like the only native English speaker on the team. Everybody else was Japanese. So I was also the only engineer. Like I was doing all the programming for the entire game, which was it was like Fantasy Star, or not, sorry, not Fantasy Star, Fantasy Zone, the space shooter, the cute 'em up. So that was a lot of fun. I had like a very large project ahead of me. Yeah. That I think is on, what's the URL? Is it just kson.info? I'll probably retweet it later today because it's the anniversary. But that was a fun project. It really inspired me that fan projects can come together as a team, and got me into very ingrained into the community very quickly. The community is great. We've got a lot of projects cooking right now for kson, which is exciting. Yeah. So that's me. I'm Skeletom. You can find me here on Twitch. I do cooking. I do programming. Sometimes I play video games, but I'm not very good at them because I'm an old man. And I'm here to help all of VTuber kind. With that, it's going to be Buongiorno. Usually I say Buonasera because I stream the shit so late at night. But today it's still Buongiorno. It's 10 a.m. And that'll be it for me. I'm going to go find somebody to raid because that is what we do here on twitch.tv. And until next time, I'll catch you then.